Hello world, welcome to a new video discussion about many things happening in Ecuador. If it is the first time you're here, well, I'm Luis Velasquez, welcome, and this channel is to express my views and also to discuss things that are happening currently in Ecuador. I have another channel, but that other channel is to promote culture and nature of Ecuador, but I won't discuss that much current events like here. For example, today I want to talk about what's happening here. For example, we are going through a very severe drought in Cuenca. See, normally you wouldn't see most of these rocks. And this drought may cause future blackouts. And another thing I want to talk about that many of you have been asking is the presidential debate that we had last week. There are several things happening, and this channel is exactly to discuss that. I won't edit too much here because editing takes a lot of time, which I don't really have at the moment. I have just had a newborn baby, and well, almost 2 months ago. It's like the first night in several weeks that I've been able to sleep better, because he's been very demanding, but he's much better now. Well, also, I want to record this as I am walking because I would like you to see the streets in Cuenca, how the situation is normally, and yeah, just to have a view of what's happening. Well, first thing we are going to talk about is the drought, the severe drought. The rivers are dry, as I have just shown you. That's the Yanuncay. This is the area of Tres Puentes. It's a very nice area. We are at Francisco Solano Avenue, and if you see on the map, this avenue leads to the division with the historic district. This part is like this, and the historic district is in an upper level. Cuenca has like 3 different levels. This modern area, then the Tomebamba River, and then the mid-level, which is the historic district, and then the upper level. Here, we depend a lot on the rivers, not only because of water, but because of the hydroelectric dams. So if we don't have water, the hydroelectric dams, the hydroelectric generators won't work, and that may cause blackouts. This is one of the most severe droughts. I think it's the most severe drought here in Cuenca, at least in the last like 30 years, since they started keeping record. And well, I have to be honest about this. The government has been very inefficient. This is in hands of the national government, not the municipality, not the province of Azuay's government, but the national government. And the national government is being, or has been, very inefficient in many aspects, and also this one. They haven't prepared themselves for this. We were not expecting severe drought either, but either way, you must have the structure for this type of things, whether they happen or not, and they could have prepared for this. And that's why this government is leaving early, because it's being very inefficient. There are other things like insecurity, it's been increasing, not that much really in Cuenca, but it's been increasing like in the national level, which has given us a bad reputation as a country. And just yesterday, Friday, there was another riot in the prison, and they killed 6 prisoners. These 6 prisoners, of course, I couldn't say by chance, but these were 6 Colombian guys involved in the assassination of the presidential candidate Fernando Villavicencio. So yeah, they are silencing, or well, they are simply trying to hid the truth. Exactly, of course, they were targeted inside the prison, and yeah, this is very third world. In the last 2 months, like, they have entered the prison 3 times, the police, the army, but yet we're having these things happening. About talking about insecurity, about the prisons, that will be for another video, because it has to be a long one. However, I just want to ratify that the government has been very inefficient. That's why the president he had to quit, and people are glad that he's leaving earlier than what he had to. That is what led us to the anticipated elections, or they call early elections, elecciones anticipadas. And on October 15, we will choose the next president of the we will choose the next president of Ecuador. We are going into a runoff for October 15, and last Sunday, October 1, we had the debate between the two candidates that are in the runoff, Luisa González and Daniel Noboa. So it could be very long, but I need to make this video short because I don't want also you to be board here, and I want to give you concise, precise information. Luisa González is the leftist candidate. She's the Correísmo candidate. Correísmo is the movement of Rafael Correa, the president that was here during 10 years, 2006 to 2016, and he did many good things, many bad things, but he did change the country, we could say, for the better in many things, because he did many works and many people remember him. He was a very well prepared guy, but there were many bad things happening. That, again, for you, those of you who have watched other videos of mine, you know that would require another video that I have been promising, but I really like, and that's also what holds me from posting videos. I'm a little bit perfectionist and I like posting videos frequently, but I haven't done that because I like to edit carefully, to look different sources, to show you, but well, at a point. And with my baby, I'm finishing a course, and of course working as well, build tours, visas, legal processes, translations, many other things that I don't have the time right now to edit. Anyways, going back, Correísmo, Luisa. And on the other hand, we have Daniel Noboa. He's the right-wing candidate. He is a Harvard guy. He's son to one of the wealthiest men in Ecuador, Álvaro Noboa, and they are famous because of the banana industry. The Noboa dynasty, they got rich. Daniel Noboa's grandfather, through the banana industry. That's how he became rich. So Álvaro inherited part of this wealth, and Daniel is inheriting part of this wealth too. But he's well prepared, or that's what we thought. Because in the debate, what happened? In the first debate, where there were 8 candidates, Noboa performed excellently, performed really well. And Luisa, she performed very bad. But last Sunday, in this debate for the runoff, only between the two of them, Daniel Noboa performed very bad. He talked about many proposals, especially in the economic sector, that he has good proposals. However, he was not good for expressing his ideas, for defending his points of view, while Luisa was way better at this. He was more direct. She felt more confident, and many other things. So Noboa, the polls are like 55% in favor of Noboa, 45% for Luisa, and that means that Noboa is a favorite. But that may change after the debate, or that has been changed a little bit according to some polls. And clearly we can say everything could happen. Yes, Luisa could win the elections. The thing is that many people dislike Correísmo. Anything that has to do with Correísmo, they hate it. But Noboa has performed so badly, and his vice presidential formula, this is a Cuencana woman, Veronica Abad, who has had a lot of wrong declarations. I mean, she defends libertarianism, but very strongly. She says publicly, we don't want public education, we don't want public health, everyone should be able to work and earn their own needs, and that's why we should develop economy. I mean, libertarianism at its purest. But this is Ecuador. I mean, this is Latin America, but this is Ecuador, so even more. A person that says that has lots of rejection. And well, for getting to that point, we should go through many steps first. and she has not been that good at explaining things. Well, I don't even know if her plan is going through this series of steps. Anyways, that has taken a lot of points from Noboa and Luisa. They have been very good now with the campaign, and that plus Noboa being bad allows that Correismo may win. That is a strong possibility now. Just Sunday 15 we will know what happens. Well, that's one thing about the debate. They didn't discuss too much in detail insecurity, like they were giving politically correct answers. They were taking care a lot of what they were saying, because during the first debate they took many declarations for making reels, TikToks, and now they were very careful of what they were saying, like a kind of self-censorship, I think. Also, during the first round of the elections, there was a lot of black propaganda, a lot of, I don't know how you say that in English, but propaganda sucia, dirty propaganda. They were taking excerpts of news of many years ago, or they were taking things out of context, or they were even spreading rumors that had no basis on different candidates. That made many of them lose many points. Just after that, since Noboa performed very well and he was not even in the top 3 candidates for making it to the runoff, he didn't suffer a lot of this black dirty propaganda, and that's why he was able, after his excellent performance during the first debate, to make it to the second round. But I am sure that if Noboa had suffered the same type of propaganda during the first round, he wouldn't have made it to the second round. Noboa is supposedly very well educated, but we couldn't see too much of that during the debate, during the second debate, because in the first, yes, these times of TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and very short things that take things out of context is affecting a lot democracy, because we don't like reading, we like watching things fast, like, okay, show me, fast, and then we don't take the time to analyze the things, to see with a critical eye, and we just think that the short video we saw of 30 seconds is the whole truth. Again, what I would like to do with this channel is giving you my opinion, but that doesn't mean that this is the truth. There may be information that I'm lacking. Not too much, because I try to be careful about what I read, the sources, what I share, you know that. That about the elections, we'll know next week what will happen. If there is any very important update, I'll let you know. Well, if you want my opinion about the future of the country for the next elections, I think I am like most of the people. The person that will come, most likely Noboa, he will rule for only 1.5 years. So it's not too much of a thing to be afraid of. I am a little bit afraid because I don't think that any of them is prepared or has what it takes to lead the country. We'll see. But it will be 1.5 years. So for now, we have to be preparing for the next president. We have to look for the best profile. That about the elections. I think the situation will be more or less the same thing, stable. Like this, in the insecurity, it will be bad, it won't improve, but I don't think it will get too much worse. And about economy, again, the same thing. Honestly, that's what I think. I don't think it will improve, but I don't think it will get worse. Now, that's one thing about the politics, about the elections. The other thing is the drought. I mean, look at this. This is the Tomepamba River. Let me show you this river in its normal state, so that you see the difference. It is extremely dry. And it's pretty hot. This is like almost the warmest temperature that it will feel in Cuenca, which is almost 80 degrees, 90 degrees, not sure. But we are about 24 Celsius degrees. And we are afraid because this may cause blackouts. We depend a lot on hydroelectrics. Yeah, we have a lot of clean energies for houses, for electricity, but we depend on water. If we don't have water, there's no electricity. There were some blackouts this week in some areas, like northeast of Cuenca. There were some blackouts on October 4th evening in Guayaquil, in Quito, and the minister had said, the Minister of Energy, that nothing would happen, but then it happened. This government has only about 2 months left, and they're doing almost nothing. Thank goodness, yeah, we have a local government, a decent government. The level of the province, of the state, well, I don't know too much about them, but they say that when you don't hear too much, that's also a good signal, because things are working. If things were bad, you would hear lots of criticism. We can talk more about the drought. The drought is normal during this season of the year until December, when it starts raining. However, with El Niño, there may be droughts, or more severe droughts, in the Andes and the Amazon, which could make the blackouts a real thing, a common thing during that season. Of course, we'll keep talking about this to see what happens, but for the moment, that's the news we have. Thank you very much for watching to this point. Remember, if you would like to discuss more things, if you would like to watch in this channel more analysis about the situation in Ecuador, in Cuenca, let me know in the comments. Let me know what topics you would like that we discuss here, and we will do so. Please comment, please subscribe. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.